Hi loves, happy Thursday. It's Colleen from Cellular Life Wellness. So I've had some questions, and as always, when I start getting the same questions again and again, I hop on and share some perspective. The questions that I've had in the last couple of weeks have been along the lines of how do you create abundance and how do you manifest? So for me, as I've said a number of times, I've lived in Asia for 16 years, as well as being a qualified healthcare professional and being qualified in mediation or conflict resolution. So it's two worlds that I connect. I integrate East and West, and I find middle ground in this way. Um, the idea of abundance and manifestation has largely come from Asian philosophy or Asian teachings. So I see it essentially as a total cultural appropriation, whereby spiritual teachings and spiritual philosophies, understanding the energy world, has been culturally appropriated and is now largely used in marketing with the idea of selling the idea of abundance and selling the idea of manifestation. But many people are still walking around with an internal void, the sense of needing to buy something or needing to do something in order to fill a sense of emptiness within themselves. And so this is actually where the practice of yoga and meditation comes in. When you learn how to actually do the practices for yourself and you choose to implement this for yourself, you do this for yourself. People consistently give me the feedback after they've been on a 30-day trauma-sensitive yoga teacher training, whereby they reach resolution within themselves from whatever the traumatic experience has been, or sometimes not even a traumatic experience. Sometimes people join because they simply want to grow within themselves. They want to develop and they want to grow. Whether that is from a physical perspective or an emotional perspective, a mental perspective, or a spiritual perspective, keeping in mind that we are whole humans, right? So human evolution, human growth involves all of these aspects, not only one. So when you actually learn how to do these practices for yourself, that need to consistently fill a void is totally removed. The feedback that I consistently get is things along the lines of people saying, I feel like I can be me, or I feel full. I feel contentment. I feel complete. But that sense that they get is coming from the inside out. It's not coming from me selling the idea of contentment or completion or any of that. They simply learn the practices. They understand the philosophy behind it, and they start living in a way whereby that internal environment is complete. So that constant need to create abundance, or the constant need to be manifesting in the external environment, but still having a sense of an internal gap, is totally removed. There's more of like, there's a sense of calm, there's a sense of clarity, there's a sense of internal security. There's a sense of knowing exactly who you are, why you're here, what you are here to do with your life, and how you're going to go about doing it. So I just wanted to share that with you. I often get this question about abundance and manifestation because it does come up within a lot of different industries, not only the yoga industry, but within the entrepreneurship industry, pretty much within almost everything nowadays. It's very much along the lines of manifestation and abundance. But as I said, this is entirely rooted in Asian philosophy and spiritual practices that are intended to complete your internal environment first. And from a sense of internal completion and an internal alignment and a full connection with yourself as an individual, that then ripples out into your external environment. And it creates connection with other people from a place of clarity within yourself. So it literally is like the ripple effect comes from the inside out, not from the outside in. If this constant need to fill comes from the outside in, there's never going to be a sense of completion or a sense of like internal resolution, internal peace, internal clarity. It's very, very rare that people feel in alignment with themselves when they're consistently aligning to everything outside of themselves, but they're disconnected to their own internal environment. So I just wanted to share that with you. I don't teach along the lines of manifestation and abundance for creating things in the external world. My intention is to primarily help people grow, help people evolve, help people develop, help people heal. And that is what these practices are primarily rooted in, is to grow within yourself, knowing that at the end of the day, part of my world is also hospice counseling and working with people with chronic illness. So for me, my intention is very clear in that I have seen it many, many times where people have invested a great deal of their life into cultivating everything outside of themselves, but when they reach the end stage of their life and they realize they're not taking any of that with them, it's very difficult for them to transition. Whereas within Asian cultures, when people get ill or when something happens within a family, when it concerns grief and loss, these people heal very quickly because they realize they recognize and they validate that person's internal personal growth with the knowledge that we are here to cultivate wisdom and connect to what is wisdom. But that wisdom primarily comes from within inside yourself once you've cultivated your own practice and you use this consistently for yourself to sustain yourself, and you interact with people in the external environment from that place of internal fulfillment, not the other way around. So I hope this is useful. I hope it gives you food for thought. And it's a lovely sunny day in Hamilton. The next yoga teacher training is running in July. All of the information is on the website. I'll include the link for this. So if you're at the stage where you realize there's internal conflict or there's resolution within yourself that you would like to reach, and you want to grow, you want to develop, you want to evolve, and you want to move forward within yourself first, please reach out. You can email me at info@salialife.com. I'm also available online, so reach out and ask for help. Have a lovely day. Bye.